Master Skywalker, there are too many.
Swear words.
What are we going to do?
Terrific. This show contains some adult language and may not be suitable for younglings.
Hello there.
He's no good to me dead.
We're fine. We're all fine here now. How are you?
I think you'll fill in nicely.
This is where the fun begins.
Oh, hello. And thank you for joining us for news, reviews, and interviews from your favorite galaxy far, far away. Hey, my name's Pat, but don't call me Padawan. Collins.
And hello there, it's the Mayor of Alderaan, Andy Hanlon.
And hi there, it's Ryan Sith My Pants Shrimhouse.
Well, fellas, look at us on a roll. 3 whole episodes. 3 in like a couple weeks. This is great. Good for us.
We've released more in like a couple weeks than we did all last year.
Yep.
Probably.
That is true.
That a fact?
We did that after just releasing 1 episode. So we're 300%, baby.
Yeah, I don't think we released any episodes in 2025.
Nope.
I think we tried.
We did.
There was technical issues. I think the last one was October 2024.
Yes, that's a long time ago.
Wow.
We're catching up. Making up for lost time.
Yep.
When you think about it, though, in the last year, we didn't really miss much.
Not a lot happened.
If there was like a year to take off,
Andor, Skeleton Crew, Visions Season 2, Andy's favorite.
I feel like we did. I feel like the last of our recording was for Andor.
Yes, I think so.
Like our more,
we didn't really do a deep
overly
dive
consistent, but more consistent than we were. Recording was Andor. No.
Yes. No, well, sorry, the last recording we released? No, I don't think Andor was... I think Andor came out last spring, didn't it?
Yeah, it just came out like last
Spring,
year.
I don't know.
Yeah.
March 2025.
March 2025. Yeah, there you go. So it's been a minute. It's been a minute. We haven't... But everyone knows Andor Season 2 kicked a million asses.
When did Ahsoka come out? Was it 2023 or
2023, I think, no?
Was it
2024.
So then I think maybe Ahsoka was the last thing we talked about.
Oh, maybe 2025?
No.
No. But anywho, we're here now. That's what matters.
So what's the what are we talking about? What's the?
Take us away, Andy. What do you got? You got something on the tip of your tongue, you little athlete.
Well, Ryan wanted us to talk about Canada versus USA gold medal hockey game.
No, I don't actually. Okay,
but we're not going to talk about that. We all
didn't happen. We won the game of life. We may have
barely got any Star
medal,
Wars in it,
but we win because we're Canadian.
For the Americans out there that are humble, polite people, because there are Americans out there that are humble, polite people, and people who actually legitimately care about hockey. We appreciate you listening to our podcast, and congratulations. For the casual fan who's not going to think about this win past tonight because they're going to be filling out their March Madness bracket next week or whatever it is they might do or not care. I really don't care what they have to say. And they're sore losers. They're sore winners, as we were talking about earlier. But to the dedicated hockey fan and humble American, and I do know a few, well done you. And this is what a rivalry is about. We can't win them all. What we really want to talk about, though, is bringing it back to Star Wars and our Canadian roots is the Toronto Blue Jays, which many people got on the wagon of for their love of friendship all the way to the Game 7 of the World Series, signed a pitcher, Cody-Ponce, who formerly pitched for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He has some struggles in Major League Baseball. He went to Japan. Or was it the Korean League? I think it's the Korean League to pitch. He won the MVP of the Korean League last year. Jays brought him back to Major League Baseball. He was the best pitcher in that league last year. And the one thing we did not know about him, other than he throws the ball really, really hard and apparently has really worked on some things to become a very effective pitcher, is that he is a massive Star Wars fan. So there have been videos out there with Cody-Ponce, most recently him talking about a full leg sleeve tattoo that he has of all things Star Wars. And if you've actually seen like the photos and the videos of it online, it's pretty. I would actually really like to know if like how many years that took to build that entire like sleeve. But two, he talked about jersey numbers. So Alejandro Kirk, our all-star catcher in Toronto, is wearing number 30, which Ponce wore last year overseas. And the reason being is that his initials are CP. So he wore 30 as a play on C3PO.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a better
I
initial.
love it.
Yeah. But he couldn't wear 30 in Toronto. So he chose the number 66, which he firmly said is for, well, two reasons. One is a more baseball, personal related reason for a former Jays pitcher who wore 99, but didn't want to put on 99. So he flipped it upside down.
Huh.
But I believe the biggest reason is the number 66 for Order 66.
Oh, is that Star Wars?
That is Star Wars. So we are very, very excited. And not only that, but if you watch interviews with him, he seems like a great fucking dude.
Yeah.
Like humble, down to earth, happy to talk to anybody. Which is why we are going to try to get him on this podcast. It might be a long shot.
Maybe he's listening right now. Maybe he's listening.
You
Mr.
never
Ponce,
know.
that would be great.
Look at our numbers. As far as Pat's been telling us, they're who knows?
It's tremendous.
So we are going to keep plugging it, and hopefully he will humor us one day. Maybe not during spring training, maybe not during the regular season, but who knows? Maybe
the off season.
Maybe January of next year or December of next year. He's got nothing better to do, and he might be willing to do it. So stranger things have happened in the world. If you don't try, you don't get what you want, right?
Maybe during spring training, maybe in downtime in the ice bath or something. Throw us on an iPad.
Or do not. There is no try. So we're just going to do it, and we'll see what the outcome is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you guys have thoughts on it?
I tried to slide into his DMs, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, that leg sleeve is pretty big. Like, to give you the listener a little glimpse into how deep this tattoo is. He's got Wrecker in his tattoo. The helmet of fucking Wrecker from the Bad Batch.
That's
amazing.
That's commitment.
That's a committed pull. That's not even like an old lore.
He's got the classic like Battle of the Heroes is on there. He's got everything.
I really like Bad Batch.
My son is going through it right now, and so I'm getting little glimpses of it here and there. Fantastic. And he's like asking me questions about it. Like, oh yeah, I forgot about that part. And oh yeah, that's
when Tech died.
But if you were
and they
just
stayed death.
But if you were getting a full arm sleeve or leg sleeve of Star Wars, would Bad Batch be
no, absolutely not.
The something you would put on it?
It did not even be under consideration. I really liked it, but no, I wouldn't even get a poster of it.
Yeah, but I think that just shows the level of like I would really like to know, not just about him being on the Blue Jays because I love fucking baseball, and I love the Blue Jays, but Star Wars related. Why did he put certain scenes or certain characters on? Like, it's fascinating to me why people would pick
what made the cut, right? And what's the significance, right? Is there an emotional connection? Like,
why is Jar Jar Binks not in your leg?
Maybe he's on his ass. You didn't see the whole thing.
Maybe he's on the inner thigh. This is the thing. That's why we got to get him on the show.
The inner thigh, like Gungan tongue. Don't do that.
Giggity.
Let's not be too crude.
Well, what does Qui-Gon say? He's like, don't do that again. When he grabs his
Don't do that again. Imagine just Qui-Gon's fingers just going like that right above the junk. That'd be great. Don't do that again. I won't.
Speaking of characters from the episode 1, Mr. Darth Maul is getting his own series.
He is.
Coming out
very excited about
April 6th. April 6th.
Oh.
And
how many episodes?
Is it? I don't even know. I don't even know if it's a limited series or there's going to be more than one season.
And
that's where we're not really 100% sure, but apparently, like the overarching kind of synopsis has been so far to connect the dots between where we last saw him at the end of the Clone Wars, and then connecting the dot to Solo Star Wars story when you see him as leader of the Crimson Dawn.
Okay.
And fill in the gaps from there. We also know that there is what appears to be a Twi'lek apprentice who is modeled heavily on the ever so sexy. I didn't say that out loud. Fuck, sorry. Darth Talon from the expanded universe pre-Disney era, who is a red-skinned Twi'lek. Um, so, but that's not her name. But I mean, Darth Talon is a title. It's not like, whatever her name is in this. It's actually, what is her name? Saw it somewhere. Who looks to be a Jedi apprentice on the run from the Empire with her master. Her name is Devon Izara, though it's quite likely that Devon will eventually become a canonical version of the Legends Darth Talon, an apprentice of Darth Maul, who would have been a key villain in George Lucas's original vision for the sequel trilogy. So, what some of the other nerd speculations about this Maul series and how it's going to kick off is this is kind of like Filoni's taking the torch a little bit into, give the ball back to George Lucas a little bit, just to say, okay, let's do some realization of what your sequel trilogy idea was going to be. But yeah, there's like, that's hard to go on. Again, will the Mandalorian and Grogu have any tie-in with that? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I think this is going to be a good signpost as to what direction Star Wars is headed, as far as the greater cinematic universe of it. So it's very interesting, though.
I kind of wish
There's
it was
Inquisitors in it.
Wasn't like if it like jumped around a bit, like, and just showed. I guess they don't ever want to totally give up on Maul and tell all his story just yet, but it'd be cool if it was like showed a bit of him, right after the Clone Wars, and then a little bit after the scene in Solo, and then up to like after his scenes in Rebels, and then right up to him ending up on Tatooine and about to fight Obi-Wan. Right? You don't have to show it, but maybe have him just like land on Tatooine.
Yeah, it's. I wonder if it's going to do something like significant time jumps like that. Like in the.
I don't think they will, because I feel like they don't want to like tell all his story all at once, because I think they would rather the option keep it open so that later on the road, if they want to go back and do another Maul series or another Maul story, because he seems like such a lucrative character for them. Like I don't think they would want to tell it all at once, even though I would like them to.
For sure. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see where he lies, where he ends up, how it happens, how it unfolds. So, I'm just reading an article with some of the deep diver stuff in here. So, like, there's a line from it that says, "The Emperor wants you dead," who I believe is from Merrick, maybe? AKA the fifth brother? I think it was him. But anyways, it shows that Palpatine definitely has Maul on his radar. And sorry, I'm reading from ScreenRant.com as well, for a shout out to them. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Chains can be broken, so that's kind of an homage to the Sith code. Looking for other little bits of information here. Empire can be shattered. Empires can be shattered, sorry.
Well, here's a question. When it comes to the Sith and the rule of two, there can only be two ever. But, like, is there not, like, independent Siths, like, out in the galaxy? Like, I'm a Sith, so I'm going to have an apprentice, but I'm not communicating with another Sith who also has an apprentice. Is it literally, like, there's only two Sith ever in the entire galaxy?
Well, Darth Bane. Let's gather around, children.
By this question.
No, it's not that. I am
so does it encyclopedia. And just let me check my notes.
Encyclopedia Britannica. No, so spoiler alert for those of you that might be reading the Darth Bane trilogy by Drew Carpathian. According to him, he so the Sith used to be like an order, like the Jedi. Like they had like hierarchies and order and like a council and blah blah blah, and trainers and all sorts of shit. Darth Bane eventually recognized that like there's so much squabbling and there's so much corruption and there's so much like power struggles between like these guys are all just stabbing each other in the back, and there was no real forward motion because everyone was so worried about looking after their own tail, looking behind them, so no one stabbing them in the back, that there was no forward vision. So Darth Bane then like systematically started wiping out all the Sith and then just gained an apprentice.
Hmm.
And from there, he essentially, I'm bastardizing this. There's a lot more to it. This is just like the very Cole's Notesy synopsis. But he got an apprentice, and of course, the apprentice got trained really, really well and wanted power for herself. And then the rule of two went from there. I don't know what happened after Darth Bane. I can't remember how that series ended. To be honest, there's a trilogy, a book trilogy. It's very good. It's very entertaining, and it's pretty like illuminating as well to share what the rule of two actually is, how it came from, or where it came from. So,
But I mean, like say like after the fact, like say like I'm thinking like Darth Maul. You have Palpatine and has Vader, but technically, if Darth Maul, he's technically not a Sith. But if he had become a Sith again and wanted to have his own apprentice, then there would be 4.
well, here's where it gets real nerdy, because I believe those would be called Dark Jedi, not
Oh.
Sith. They're not part
So
of
there's
the
only
Sith
like a
order.
true Sith if there's like a connected line, I guess.
Correct. It's linear. It's all
Oh.
linear. It's all
Oh.
like Darth Plagueis's master
the
was a
Palpatine type of idea.
And then Palpatine to, I guess it was Palpatine to Maul, but then he thought Maul died.
The Maul's supposed to have been dead.
Then there's
but,
that whole scene where he fights Maul, right? Maul fights him.
Yeah,
yes, him and Savage Opress fight
he
Palpatine.
kills
That was a
Savage,
great fight scene.
doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that season 7 Clone Wars?
No, it's not season 7. That's like
No.
probably season 4 or 5, maybe.
It's good though. It's a good scene.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what all shakes out and kind of connect it. I wonder if like Emilia Clarke is going to have a voiceover cameo in it towards the end as Akira.
Maybe.
Sorry, like not Akira, but like a Kira character, Lady Kira. If she comes in, who knows? Will there be a young Solo? Will he get like a little moment or two, or will Kira mention him or talk about him? One of
It'll
those
probably
bigger tie-ins,
be
kind of thing, so.
like what they did with season 7, where like you saw like Ahsoka talking to it'd be the other side. You know what I mean? Like talking through the little hologram thing. So like,
Interesting.
you'll see like Darth Maul's side of it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Do you think like Paul Bettany will be in it at all? If they like show like the build up?
Is he dead at that point? Oh, I guess he would be as a part of the build up. Yeah.
Yeah, like he did die, but like he would have been.
Mm-hmm.
If they actually do like a bit more of like a timeline build up.
It's funny. I feel like I need to rewatch Solo. There's parts of it I genuinely liked. It's just Alden Ehrenreich who just didn't feel like Han Solo even in the slightest.
Yeah,
And there's parts of it that are just so silly. Like, oh, are you alone? Han Solo. Like that. Come on. Who? How did that get through? And people were like, yeah, let's keep that in there. That's great.
I know we're talking.
Like-
We're not talking about a new character. We're talking about like an iconic character
his
that
last name
everybody
just be
believes to be
Solo?
Harrison Ford. Like you got to do
Yes.
better.
Yeah.
It's like you got to do better. What was Bettany's character's name in Solo again?
I don't remember. I barely remember that movie, to be honest with you. I think I've only watched it once.
He was
in
good
in the theater.
I feel like his name was what is it? It's something Voss. Something Vass.
Quinlan.
Voss.
No, it's not Quinlan Voss. That's
That's the Jedi.
Yeah, okay, maybe I'm thinking of Quinlan Voss. No, but obviously I know who
Dryden
Quinlan
Voss. Dryden Voss.
Maybe
is.
they're
Dryden
brothers.
Voss. Okay.
Yeah.
They're related.
Well, not really.
Is
'cause
there- yeah, it's good.
Quinlan was Twi'lek, no? Like
No, Quinlan wasn't Twilight. He
He
had
just said dreads.
Oh, he just
darker
said
skin complexion.
I love the story of how Quinlan Voss came about. He was just a background character that people thought was so cool looking that they're like, he needs to be more.
Yeah.
He's got a Boba Fett.
Yeah. Hey, but
In
even
the-
more so. He's just in like sitting on a table in the Phantom Menace. Like that's all he was doing. Like, where's
Yeah.
that guy with the yellow on his face?
That's neat.
He was in Phantom Menace.
Yes, he's in the background.
He's in the
sitting
background,
at a
yeah.
table, and like that's why he became a character because some fan picked him out.
I didn't know that. I
and
know they
created-
reference him in Revenge of the Sith.
Mhm.
Yep.
And
As
obviously
well
Obi-Wan
as
mentions him in
Kenobi series.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a great quote, by the way. but
Which one's
only
that?
when the eyes are closed can you truly see the way. I love that.
Doo-doo-doo.
Like that's good.
Yeah, there's another great book that was supposed to be. It came about because they canceled the this original
The Dark
season
Disciple?
7 of the Clone Wars.
It's called
Yeah, I
Dark
think
Disciple?
no, I don't think
Isn't the
so.
one with the Sarge of Interest? Him and her like going a little.
Yeah, is it Dark Disciple? Maybe it is.
Did I get it right? What did I get?
Dark Disciple. Oh,
Oh yes, I knew a book.
You knew a book. Look at you go. This is so good. Good for you. I'm
The
proud of
reason
you.
I know that is so
Ryan
many
just
YouTube
outbooked
channels.
Pat.
So many YouTube channels talked about it in one of the breakdowns. I think it was for Bad Batch. It might have been for Bad Batch where Asajj Ventress showed up, or no,
Well-
or was it that last? What was that? What was that other animated show? Tales of the Sith or whatever.
Yeah, there's
When
Tales
all
of the
the-
Jedi, Tales of the Sith, Tales of the Bounty Hunters.
And people are all pissed because they're like, wasn't it kind of contradicted what happens in that book with
Yep,
Asajj
big time.
Ventress, and people are just like losing their shit.
Yeah.
Because Asajj dies in that, right?
Yeah.
So-
Well, Filoni said, he's like, no, there was a way that it worked. Like, it's all explained, or something like that. Like, he kind of like was like placating people, trying to get them to be like, stop being bitches, and it's fine. But I don't think they really even covered or explained it very well.
No, they didn't. Not even.
It just gave
not
it the
even
old somehow she returned treatment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've heard you've played Knocky Spoony before. I've heard that one.
I mean,
You know what's funny? After our last pod where we talked, was it the last one where we talked about we inevitably
the sequels.
defaulted on the sequels?
We're not gonna.
Yep.
Are you gonna bring up sequels again?
No, I'm gonna bring it up only for a
Here
split
he
second
goes.
to comment that
But it's never a split second. It's never a split second.
I watched them again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've watched
On
them
purpose?
like, kind of.
Since we talked,
I watched The Force Awakens.
since we last in the
Yeah.
past week, you watched
Do
all
you know
three.
what happened? I mean, I know I have children to take care of, but my wife was a good sport. Although my wife was probably more upset about Canada losing than me. But Sunday, so I had watched The Force Awakens, like I think the next day. And then, to be
Really?
honest, I watched like parts of The Last Jedi. I didn't like watch The Last Jedi start to finish.
Had it on the background. Okay.
Specifically, like the casino scene. Like fuck, so
Oh,
dumb,
I forgot about
so dumb.
Yeah.
But I watched like The Rise of Skywalker start to finish. After I just needed. I don't know if I
Good
was
for
thinking.
you. Good for you.
Well, I'm like Star Wars. No matter what it is like the medicine I need when I just need like a mindless distraction from like the heartache that is like the Jays losing and Canada. So I watched it. I wouldn't say I felt better,
Like,
but
we gotta get.
I was really concerned with that pause. I thought you were gonna be like, you know what? I really like it now.
no. You know what? Individually, some good acting and some decent scenes within a very poor structured movie.
I will say they are very, aside from like plot, are really well made movies. Like the special effects, the music, even the performances, despite what they're saying and their motivations in those moments, are actually pretty good. Like they're
Like the one scene where obviously they keep referencing like him putting out his hand to Rey in The Last Skywalker, and Ben Kylo says to her like, "I offered you my hand once, you didn't take it. Next time you will." And then when she stabs him, Leia dies, Force moment, and she heals him. And then she says, "I did want to take your hand, Ben's hand." The acting is really good. Like her acting is really good. His
And,
like.
I know how
yeah.
you said you didn't like that fight scene on the broken Death Star, but I actually like that lightsaber battle with the water crashing and like it's very cinematic. It looks
I
cool.
wish it would have been set to music.
That's fair. Also, it makes no sense if you look at how the Death Star blew up.
Yeah.
There's no parts left. There's no pieces. There's no
that-
throne room left for you to like explore.
Well, that's the part though that like why the movie was just so poorly written. We don't need to go down this route. Why are we doing this to ourselves?
You were going positive there for a bit. I didn't want to
Yeah.
say anything.
Anyway, I rewatched it. It didn't necessarily make me feel better, but I didn't feel worse.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get you drinking again, man. Like, if that's what you're doing to, ease your pain,
my
like,
advice is-
fucking,
Have I
I got
stopped
a solution right here, bud.
like if I have like a sick day where I'm like generally like super sick and can barely do anything, I go back to the original trilogy. Like that's my
Yeah,
my like my medicine.
that's your Tylenol. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
usually if I go to rewatch, if I'm doing like a proper Star Wars rewatch, I do always start at episode 1. It's
Okay.
not usually my recommendation for newbies, but I'm a fan of the machete cut. Although I
Yeah.
do include episode 1, which also, I don't know if you guys know this, but David Cornsweet, the new Superman, is an avid Star Wars fan. Someone asked him his recommendation, and he recommended the machete cut as well.
Love that. I saw that too. That was gave him like a little silent fist bump. Like, yeah,
He's a
that's
sweet
right.
man.
Fucking guy knows his shit.
He's the perfect Superman.
He is the Superman. He's my Superman. That's America's ass.
Was that there? Where are we talking about Trump or Captain America in that moment?
Oh God. Speaking of
come on,
capitalism, so hot off the heels of the success of Andor, of course, as soon as I saw these headlines, my butthole started puckering. I was like, no, don't ruin this story. Don't ruin this perfect package that you did with Andor season 1 and 2 that beautifully, seamlessly rolls into to Rogue One. So the clickbait articles are all saying like new Star Wars Andor series or Andor stuff coming very soon. So I was like, fuck, because initially your head just thinks TV or larger media. Then you click, you open the article, and it's saying it's actually a comic series. I wish I could get into the I just feel like that's a lot of money and a lot of paper. Maybe get,
comic?
I know you can get like e-readers, or I have an e-reader, but it's black and white.
Yeah.
But like these comics are fun. They're fun to watch. They're fun to pick up.
I love like graphic novels where they've kind of
Yeah.
put them all together. Like if it's a worthy story and it's like worthy of, then they'll put them all together, and you don't have to go like month to month and read like 20 pages and wait and.
Yep.
But
So speaking of which, it's the 1 year anniversary that I picked up and purchased. I actually got it delivered to my hotel in the States when I was down there. But The Last Ronin. It has been 1 year to the day because today's my 1 year work anniversary with the company that I'm working with now. And I remember it was day one. I had a American Amazon gift card. You can't use that in Canada. And so I knew I was going to be in the States, and I was like, okay, let's just see if this will work. And I had it delivered to my hotel, and I had a lovely evening. I got like a little half bottle of wine and read me some fucking turtles and just fucking geeked out. It was great. Should we go down that rabbit hole? Do you want to talk turtles?
Because I was inspired by you. You posted it, and I was jealous. So when my birthday came around, I'm like, I'm buying The Last Ronin.
Fuck yeah.
And so I bought it, and I read it. It's a beautiful comic. Big, thick. Although I feel like some people, when they read it, they're probably like a little thrown off because it's a sequel to the original Eastman and Laird comics, not
which are
the
dark
cartoon
and
show. So the tone is very different. And spoilers. When
I heard, did you guys post this in the chat? But I thought I saw something, and maybe you sent it or I saw it somewhere else, that the original April O'Neil from the 90s movie was
Look at
going
that
to
up.
be
reprise her role.
Yeah, the fact that they're not gonna do that. Although I get why maybe they weren't gonna do it. Didn't have to be rated R, to be honest with you. I don't think it needed to be a rated R movie.
I disagree.
Okay, maybe. It could have been like a solid
Sure,
like,
it didn't-
PG-13. Like,
It
you know what I
didn't
mean? Like,
have to be, but
it could have been
dark,
a solid.
it
not
wouldn't be
gory.
the same.
But just in terms of like trying to make their money back. Like I get it.
Yeah.
All the millennials that read, Ninja Turtles are old enough to see a rated R movie, but I'm still disappointed they're not going to do the Last Ronin movie.
Maybe one day.
Maybe they
There's
will.
a-
Maybe
even-
they're saying that and like gauging interest and seeing how upset
Maybe it's
people
like
get.
Vinny chases Meridian, and eventually they chase it down, and hopefully it does
Yeah,
better. And not just a good trailer.
The moral, that's a bad example.
Yeah, not just a good trailer.
There's
The other thing, going back
uncertainty.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry.
No, you go.
Just on that real quick, just to
Yeah,
finish off the
I'm
last
gonna
Ronin
take a
idea.
different
So
direction for a
there's
second.
there's a video game that's coming out, and that kind of sparked the whole. I think people saw a lot of the interest around the video game, and I think that's when the studio was like, "Well, fucking, let's go, game on!" Like, if people are this jazzed about the video game. But that being said, apparently there's a lot of restructuring within the game studio. There's recent layoffs at the studio, so it's created a bit of uncertainty regarding this game, which hurts my butt. But I don't know.
What
Fun
game?
gaming stuff is always disappointing. They'll do
Yeah,
like
like
a trailer
PS5
that looks like so sick.
What
and it's
game?
Like releasing the
Last
Ninja
Ronin.
Turtles game.
They're coming out with a Ninja Turtles game?
Oh my god, Andrew.
Andrew.
Louise.
Do you sometimes I feel like you don't even care. You just don't care.
You know, I'm questioning that heart you gave that last reel I sent.
Did you even look at it before double tapping? Did you even
Wait, is that the game where Raphael's in the trailer?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That game. Gotcha.
Yeah. But
The
game
one where it
stuff
references
drives me
like God of
crazy
War?
because it's like they'll do a big announcement, they'll do this cinematic trailer, and then it doesn't come out for another 10, 15 years, and then it looks nothing like that. It's like hot garbage.
They announced they were doing a remake of what game again, Pat? The Knights of the Old Republic?
Nice to the Republic, yep.
It's like
When
2030 or something.
It was the game they referenced when PS5 came out. It's like, we have digitally, we're going to remaster this and do it for the PS5. I've had a PS5 for like 4 years, 5 years, and there's no fucking new, like, there's no like finish line for this game. There's so many Star Wars games they said that were going to come out that like didn't or haven't.
Yeah, I'm looking at the list right now. There's Star Wars Eclipse. This was announced in 2021. It had a trailer released in
It came
2021.
out with the guy banging on the drum and stuff.
Oh yeah.
There
Don't even
is
talk about GTA 6, man. I don't think that's ever coming out.
yeah, really. Star Wars Zero Company. There is one that is coming out this year, I believe, that I'm definitely going to be purchasing. Star Wars Galactic Racer. It's like a kind of modernization of like the original Star Wars Racer game. There's like different looking vehicles. It's at first like there wasn't a pod racer to be seen. It was like, holy shit, like what the fuck? Like you're doing a Star Wars game, and then no, and then they had a secondary trailer where it was similar vibe, where it was a lot of the newer looking vehicles, but then at the end it's almost like the trailer fades to black, but then it's like you hear the and Sebulba's pod racer from like game style footage, and then it caps off and finishes with Ben Quadraneros. He finally gets his redemption.
So it's not just pod racing? It's like
No,
a bunch of other racing?
It's like a bunch of other like racing vehicles. It looked like there was like swoops and kind of like these other weird little flat cars. Yeah, check out the trailer if you can. I'll put it on our Instagram at some point whenever I see that.
Yeah,
I remember fucking N64, the pod racer game.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was awesome. There was I saw something in one of the Star Wars Facebook groups that the old arcade Star Wars racer, where you had to like use the two paddles that you can push back and forth. Someone found that for $200, a fully working one.
Oh, wow.
I would have paid
remember
$200
at the
in shipping alone.
arcade, the only Star Wars game was like this one that was like in this like case that you sat in, and it had this weird the little handles, and it was basically the trench run, and it looked like the computer of the trench run, and it was like I remember always like being so excited to play it, and then playing it, and I'm like, this sucks. Like this looks like shit. But it was like in this little like box, like you had to sit in it, and like it looked so cool from the outside, and then I always wanted to play it, and then I finally got to play it, and I'm like, this is terrible.
Can I bring it back to something that Pat said earlier?
Yes,
Take it away from video games for a second. You talked about clickbait.
Yep.
And you're the one that sent it. Not that you would be dishonest, lie to me, and send me clickbait. But is Obi-Wan Kenobi 2 actually happening?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, man.
Yeah, okay. That's
I think it's one of those Disney tricks where they like the misinformation, would you call it that? Misinformation, disinformation, where they put out some idea, some like they'll flood Reddit threads, or they'll put out an article, or not put out an article, but like leak an article, leak information,
or something.
Yeah, and then get the feedback. How many views did that article get from or that announcement get?
Or it's almost like
hard
you
not to get
can't
caught
go
up in it.
too long without being relevant, even though we have nothing really going on. I mean, I know they have Maul and Mandalorian coming out, but like, we just want to get people interested in Star Wars, so we're just going to send out fake news so everyone talks about it.
Yeah.
And then we don't really have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then stuff will come out, and then we'll just throw some more fake news out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm okay with it. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm disappointed because I love Obi-Wan, but like, I'm actually okay with it. I don't really need another Obi-Wan series. I would like to see, obviously, Obi-Wan show up in like a flashback for Ahsoka.
I prefer
Makes good sense. But aside from that, like, I don't really.
He's had his swan song. He's had his limelight. Let's just, but like, give him some cameos.
I don't need adventures on Tatooine. I mean, I get it. Like, that would have been a cool premise for like original series, but I'd rather just like leave it.
Well, especially because we already had the one season. You know what I mean? Like, you're running out of stories to talk about. It's a very small window of time at this point. Like, yeah.
Like, what's gonna happen next? Like, in some way, it's always
Obi-Wan fixes his robe.
Yeah. Obi-Wan, donated some money to like.
Obi-Wan goes to the store.
He's like
Obi-Wan
the Robin Hood
tries a
from
new recipe.
Tatooine. He steals from the rich and gives to the needy. Like, I don't really.
That's not too far off of the book, Kenobi.
Yeah,
that John Jackson Miller wrote.
Don't need to see it.
That. No, absolutely not. It's a useless book.
I won't.
You know what?
I'm okay to if I had to.
As lame as it is, I would love like a low stakes Obi-Wan series where he's like doing good in secret, like he's basically a vigilante,
just helping people at like the grocery store kind of thing, like a robber's head his way out the door, and he just like whoop and trips him.
Yeah,
just
shit like that, where he's like hiding that he's around. But yeah, I think that's one of the biggest issues too with the Obi-Wan series too. He's just like out there. I'm Ben Kenobi.
It needs to be like Dexter-esque, like the first season of Dexter. You know that one guy who's just like, "I'm on to you, motherfucker," and then just like he needs someone with that. Sergeant Doak, yeah. Surprise, motherfucker. Yeah. Fuck, that's what we need. Just like a surprise Kenobi fucker. I don't know, but
yeah, you know, it's funny with Maul and coming out too. Like I'm kind of like over the before main trilogy era. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I really want new shit. We need to stop. We're running out of gaps to fill, and like at this point, it's going to get to a point where like there's going to be like, I don't know, a book on how to file your taxes in the New Republic. You know what I mean? Like there's just going to be like we're going to run out of like lore to tell. Like let's move forward. Like
they're cramming in every fucking millisecond, like every point of view, everything. Yeah. And you know what? Funny enough, now Disney's won. Now it's like, okay, we want new stuff now, and they said, "Boy, we gave you new stuff, and you didn't like it."
Did they though? It was basically
you know what? Good point. Good point.
It was the same thing.
That was like,
I think that's one of my biggest gripes too. Like if you just gave the New Order like a new look too, like why do they have to be like just straight up stormtrooper cosplays? Like but slightly uglier. You know what I mean? Like it's just like I don't know. Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, it came back again. I'm sorry.
No, we got there. I thought we were doing so good.
Final thought.
Yeah.
Toy Story 5.
I will say the premise I really like. I think it's a really interesting and important thing about kids and technology.
Yep.
But I will say the performances, the voice acting, and I know they're old, but it also just I've seen interviews with Tom Hanks. He still sounds like Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Even Tim Allen sounds like Tim Allen, but there's something felt tired. Like, you know what I mean? Something felt like it lacked the energy of it. But I did really appreciate Woody having a bald spot. I thought that was a really funny little joke.
Yeah,
That was
funny.
Really clever. And
I don't know if I love the idea that he has just stayed in like radio contact with them the whole time.
That's the hell of a good walkie-talkie, that's for sure.
Yeah. For a kid's walkie-talkie. I wish there was more depth to them actually having to get Woody, but I also understand that you don't have like an animated movie is not going to be a 3-hour movie to do like a whole adventure plot.
I mean, the toys come alive, so we have to like suspend our disbelief a little bit that the walkie.
I guess I was just looking for more of an emotional pull that they actually have to like find him to solve the thing.
Yeah. True.
Maybe we'll get some sort of cheap explanation of why they stay in contact and stuff. Maybe some like quick flashback scene or something. At the end of the day, I'm gonna say it. I think it looks decent. Totally love the premise of it. I agree.
Yeah.
They sound tired. I am curious because like Rex speaks in the trailer. Obviously, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head are no longer with us, the voice actors, but they're in it still. So I'm curious because the last movie they didn't talk at all, right?
I'm sure there will be some sort of press release that comes up before it comes out that explains what they did. Either they got an actor who did an impression of Don Rickles, or
they used old audio,
unused audio that we didn't use AI. Don't freak out. Like,
yeah.
But,
So I'll be curious
Family's
to see
blessing
how
and
they
whatnot. So
incorporate that into it, and what level of like involvement. Because the last movie seemed very Buzz Woody centered. More so than the other characters.
it's basically the two of them having two A and B plots, right?
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, it has to come back with Andy. Like, if this is truly it, I'm a big believer.
But I don't know. In some ways, I feel like that leaves it open for more. Right? Because as soon as they go back to Andy, then Andy's got kids. Then there's...
But, like, I feel like my own mind can fill in the rest of history.
You don't
And
like
maybe
being out in the wilderness.
it's a cash cow franchise.
Maybe in like 15, 20 years, when enough time has gone by, and the next, like, our children are having children, or hopefully not by that point.
God.
Yeah, that's too early. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe 15, 20 years down the road, there's a story to be told there with Woody being with, like, Andy's kid.
How old would
and
Tom Hanks
grandkids.
be? Would he be alive?
No, but this is the thing. At that point, I think it becomes open to the possibility of like a recast voice actor for Woody.
Maybe within the lore, there's
He's
something
in
that
his
happens
90s.
like when you're not played with for a period of time, you die as a toy, and you come back.
You need to touch
As
me,
Chris
Andy.
Pratt.
You come back as everyone's favorite actor, or the actor I love to hate. Fucking what's his name? Chalamet.
Timothy is a genius. Okay, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna be a Timothy stand here.
Yeah.
He's
Alright.
great. He's great. I got nothing wrong with
Makes
that.
good choices.
But yeah, I'm excited for it. I love Toy Story, so we'll see.
It will be
Yeah.
good. It will be good. Well, let's end on that note and say thank you, everyone, for listening. We greatly appreciate y'all tuning in again. We're very excited to be producing these again. Oh my God, more laughs, more news, probably no more interviews. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. It's just
Cody-Ponce. Cody-Ponce.
Cody-Ponce.
Come on, if there's any
help
listener out
us,
there that has a connect, just make it happen. Or Cody, if you're out there.
help us, Cody-Ponce-Kenobi. You're our only hope.
You have to think he listens to some Star Wars podcasts.
You gotta.
Awesome.
And how many are there out there?
Like,
really?
if he gets a direct message, not to say he's going to respond, but if he is the Star Wars fan that he says he is, if you get a direct message from an IG handle with the name Good Morning Alderaan, he's gonna pay attention for a split second.
I
Just
mean,
to see.
all we can do is hope.
Doesn't mean he's gonna
Spam
respond.
his account. Spam his account.
It doesn't
Like,
mean he's gonna respond. It
how
doesn't mean.
popular is he right now? Like, really? Like, he's just getting started.
Well, we gotta be
with
tread
us.
lightly. We want him on the podcast.
I know,
Like-
but I'm saying, like, is he getting a lot of DMs right now? I don't know.
I would say
Maybe-
like he's
maybe.
not necessarily like a well-known, like the cash baseball fan or casual Jays fan is not really gonna know who he is.
That's what I'm saying. We
Yet,
have a shot.
but I
we have
think-
a chance. We
but
can
I
take him
think
to the top. We can take him to the next level.
I think he will
Yes,
take
we can-
himself
we
to
can
the top
elevate
because
him.
I actually think he's a very good pitcher and he's throws really hard. And I think it's a great signing for them. But the casual fan isn't really going to know who the fuck he was or is. I think they might know who he is by the end of this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I feel like for a true Star Wars fan, like if someone messaged me with the handle Good Morning Alderaan, I'm at least going to look at it.
I mean, you got to give us credit for that name.
What?
It's
A
great.
lot of that. A lot of that doesn't necessarily appear right in your inbox. You have to like look in your like hidden messages or like
That's why you just got to keep sending it.
You did send it from the Good Morning Alderaan account. You just didn't send
I
Pat
did.
Collins being like, "Hey, buddy,
I sent him.
I saw your tattoo. I like it."
I did send him a picture of a semi-selfie, but it was to show off my Star Wars Blue Jays hat. Most of my face was covered,
We're definitely.
and I wasn't even
laughing
making a kissy face. So maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'll just say
Was
next
there
one.
like a suggestive shadow in the image?
Yeah, shirt's
Like, it was
coming off for the next
tasteful.
one, Cody.
It was tasteful unless you're really looking. Like there's a mirror in the corner and it's just all ass.
Would you podcast with me? I'd podcast with me so hard. Gross. Thank you everyone for listening. Check us out on Instagram. We're doing stuff on there again. Crazy. At Good Morning Alderaan, of course. On behalf of my very handsome co-hosts, Andy and Ryan, I'd like to say thank you for listening. And hey,
Always be a Jedi in the streets.
And a Sith in the sheets.
good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We love you, 66 Cody Ponce. Come on the podcast.
Bye.
Yay. 3 cheers. Hip hip hooray. 2 more. Yay.